Hey, it's Marty from owingsart.com. That's OWINGSART.com. And today I'm just really psyched to be talking about the Caran Museum Aquarelle pencil. Okay, so several weeks ago, it might have been even a month or more, I picked up this Marine edition. That's 20 pencils. Museum Aquarelle. Says the Marine assortment right up here, made by the company Caran. That's a Swiss company. They manufacture pencils, and manufacture is probably not even the best word to use. It's probably they handcraft, lovingly raise these pencils in a factory in Geneva, Switzerland, in the shadow of the Alps. These pencils are awesome. Anyway, I picked up this Marine edition. I've already done a review on that, but recently been able to pick up this Landscape edition right here. 20 pencils in this Landscape edition. Here's the two side by side. The Marine edition, you can kind of see those colors. The Landscape edition there. So I've already talked about this, the Marine edition in a separate review. You can go check that out right here on my YouTube channel. But today I want to talk about these pencils right here, the Landscape edition, which I just picked up from Blick, and I'll talk about that, the price, and all that in a minute. Comes with this nice brochure that talks in detail about the pencils, their quality and everything. And on the back there's additional detail regarding the quality. So these, I talked a lot in the last video about where they're manufactured and all that, so I won't get into too much detail except to say, again, these are manufactured by craftsmen that have been at it for a long time in Geneva, Switzerland, and they're excellent. So everything about them. So as I open this up, you see this has got some nice padding on it. This is a very heavy box. You can tell the quality went into the box as well. So right away you're like, hey, if they're willing to put quality into the box, the pencils must be pretty darn good as well. But you know, the proof is in the test. So there's the colors you get. Nice colors in the Landscape edition, and we'll talk a little bit about the pencils themselves and the individual performance characteristics in a second. But these Museum Aquarelle pencils were introduced in 2013, so they're new to the market, just about a year or so, but they are, like I said, just incredible pencils. So there's that nice, huge, thick 3.5 millimeter lead, and they just pack the pigment in there, and I'll show you what that means in a minute and how strong that is. But every pencil is tipped with the corresponding color of the lead, and then it's got a light fastness indicator on the side, and that's indicated by the number of stars. The more stars that are on the pencil, the more light fast the pencil will be. You can always tell a Caran or mostly any other line of watercolor pencil that it is a watercolor pencil by this little mark here that shows kind of that paintbrush on it. Again, these are hexagonal pencils, hexagonal, if you will. So they're easy to grip and easy to use. And like I said, they're just the all around the quality, the feel in your hand. You just can tell they're very well built by Swiss craftsmen. These pencils, that 3.5 millimeter lead, that nice, just pigment rich lead, is surrounded and encased by beautiful cedar wood that's raised probably by hand. They probably sing to the trees as they raise up, so you won't get any chipping or breakage on any of these casings. It's really nice. The leads are just the perfect hardness. So here's a little, I'll show you a little bit about how the color goes down and how they respond to water. So that's what's great about these, is they're watercolor pencils. I'll show you that right now. Alright, I'm going to try a few colors here. This is a cap full of water. I'll dip the brush here and then try some of this brown, which you're going to see, look at this dark, vibrant color and even the brown. Clean off the brush here and try some of this cobalt blue, which is also excellent for sky color, reflected water, or any kind of like shadowing, stuff like that. It's excellent. Yeah, and then I think I'll try some of this. The yellow here is really bright, so I'll try some of that, and then maybe I'll even blend it a little. So people might say, well, why should I use a watercolor pencil rather than watercolor? So if you've ever tried to do watercolor painting, It's interesting, but it doesn't listen to you, and it goes everywhere. And sometimes when you're starting out, that can be frustrating. What I like about watercolor pencils is you can stay sharp, add a little water to it, and it can turn it quickly into watercolor and get some great effects while still staying pretty sharp. So that's why I use a watercolor pencil instead of watercolors. Okay, so there you can see some of that bright vibrancy in the colors. So it says here, and I'm just reading the brochure, you know, sometimes brochures are propaganda, and sometimes, every once in a while in life, you run across something that lives up to some of its claims. Well, Caran certainly does, in my experience, and here's what they say. Museum Aquarelle is not a watercolor pencil, it is a water-soluble pencil in a water-soluble in a pencil form. Museum Aquarelle color pencils are developed and produced in our Geneva workshop by craftsmen in close collaboration with master watercolor artists. Their extra fine quality makes them perfect both for watercolor painting and for artistic drawing, which is absolutely right. 100% water soluble, immediately and totally, optimal transparency with no veiled effect, a range of 76 brilliant and vibrant colors, exceptional color light fastness applied wet or dry, high pigment density, which absolutely they're just loaded with pigment, available in standard and themed color assortments like marine, landscape, and also available in separate colors. So they talk a little bit about their environmental responsibility as well in this pamphlet, and some other things about the manufacturer, quality control they have, and I have never had anything but wonderful experiences with these. Here's a little drawing I did. I'll throw that up so you can take a quick look. This is just really a simple landscape drawing that I was able to do pretty quickly. So this is kind of very, very early spring. The ice has just gone out of the lake up here. This is just kind of that, you know, the leftovers of autumn, but it was fun to do, and these pencils are just great to work with, and you can just get the right balance of color and light with these things. So just an awesome pencil set. I can't say enough about how great Caran is and how wonderful these pencils are for an artist to use if you get a chance to learn. So now about cost, pricing, availability, all that stuff. You can get these right now at Dick Blick. I got them, believe it or not, for under 60 bucks, which is pretty good. Blick also sent me this brush pen, which was cool. So all in all, pretty reasonable. You add water into this brush pen, and I'll demonstrate this at some point later on, and then you squeeze. There's kind of a thin rubber membrane here, and you squeeze on that, and that pushes the water down, and then you can, you know, add that effect. It's just like a paintbrush, just like you would a paintbrush on your drawing or watercolor painting. So anyway, that's it for on the Caran pencil. Again, I give this thing an A++ rating. Just these pencils, I mean, they're just awesome. Swiss quality, unsurpassed. You're not going to find a better pencil made in the world unless you're looking at like a boutique pencil or something like that. All right, for owingsart.com, that's OWINGSART.com. This is Marty. I hope you get some time to draw today.